Welcome to Weird Gun Game here in Roblox. Today, we are back with more user-submitted gun builds. As always, at least for another couple videos, submissions are closed, so anything you submit will absolutely be lost in the comments. But still make your comments because it helps the videos out. Leave a like on the video. It helps it boost it in the algorithm and gets more people to see it. And I want to say a big hello and thank you to everybody who is new and has been watching the videos and has subscribed to the channel. I make videos Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern time is when they come out, on a variety of games. Today I've got 10 more user submitted builds, things that you guys have sent to me. The way it's going to work is I'm going to build it, I'm going to play a little bit, get some kills with it, and then I'm going to judge it and give it a rating from 1 to 10. Everything here is meant to be just for fun and jokey, that kind of thing. So don't take anything that I say too seriously. It's just to have fun. And also the scale and the points don't really matter. So let's start with the first gun. Okay, the first build here is from Joey Lazo. At the end of the last video, we had a Hell Trooper core build that I really liked and was surprised that we hadn't seen more of the Hell Trooper build, but we have one here. The barrel is the oil drum, the core is the Hell Trooper 23, the sight is the red dot, the grip is the MP5, and the mag is personally the AUG, but whatever you like, and the stock is the AS Val. Let's hop into a game, get a couple kills, and see how it goes. Time for the montage. BBC News. You're British, mate. You're British, mate. What beans on toast in it? Little fish and chips. Fish and chips sounds really good, though. I will say this about the Brits. They did get one thing right, and that's fish and chips. Okay, I've gotten a decent amount of kills with the gun. It's pretty good, actually. Fire rate's okay. Very low recoil. Pretty decent damage. You know, if there's anything that's faster than this, it'll probably get the drop on you. However, somebody had a gun in this game that I'm going to try and figure out because it was a weird build that involved the horn and it was super accurate. So I am going to try and replicate that real quick to see what is going on. Okay, I have a build here for y'all. So someone was killing me with what looked like an M1 Garand build that had a horn on the front of it. And I've made myself a build here that is a little bit of a bonus build from me to you. Don't say I never gave back. But this is a really dumb build that has a decently long reload time of 5.6 seconds, but it will absolutely one-shot. It is the Horn M1 Garand, the Arctic Warfare mag, sight of choice. I'm using a red dot, the FAL stock, and the Arctic Warfare grip, and it does 195 damage. Very little ADS spread. The recoil is insane though, so it will one-shot anywhere. I think maybe even hitting somebody in the leg, but if I just do that, boom, instantly dead, deleted. Even at range, even at an okay range. Here's the reload, pretty long. So this is more of a play some corners, play it safe sort of build and less of a run and gun fast build. But it will knock people out. It will delete people immediately. As you can see, it is. It's a little bit of a menace. This is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, I'm enjoying this one. Oh gosh. The recoil is abysmal. The horn barrel for you. Like every time I shoot, it turns me 180 degrees, which is great because that means I just need to run forwards to reload and run away. And the fire rate is relatively quick for the horn barrel. I don't know how I'm surviving. Honestly, it's probably bots or whatever, but I'm having a good time with it. I think it's actually pretty decent. For what it is, it works. So there's this build, and it has taken me a little while to... I tried to replicate what that guy was using on me, but I'm gonna be honest and say that I couldn't really figure it out 100%. I kind of knew what the person was building, but whoa, chill. I couldn't figure out what they were building 100%, but I then took that idea and ran with it and made it my own. Here is the build. Okay, this is from @KyleMaster5158. One tap sniper, Arctic barrel, the Heket 2 core, the Lee Enfield grip, the Remington scope, and Chris Vector stock. Now the magazine, they said the putty mag. I don't know what that is, so I put on the intervention because that would get me to 103 damage. He spawned right in front of me. Okay, so I don't know what the actual build for this is, but I'm gonna give this like a 10 out of 10 because it's a one-shot sniper, does 103 damage. Rate of fire could be faster, the reload could be faster, but you know, for what it is, still very, very usable 10 out of 10 sniper. The next build is from the Ref 7973, the AK-47 body, the Fedorov Automat magazine, the STG 44 barrel and sight, AS Valve grip, and stock. Let's do it. So it's a pretty decent build actually, but the initial recoil is a little bit rough. Once you get past the initial recoil, it flattens out a little bit and then it just, you know, it's pretty controllable, but usually by then you're already multiple shots into this magazine, which only has 25 rounds. But decent build. I'm gonna give it a 7 because I think really for me the recoil and then the low mag is what kind of hurts it the most. All right. The next one is from Yadiel Torres. The barrel is the Scar H. The core is the G36C. The grip is the AUG. The magazine is the Helltrooper or the Negev. I went Helltrooper. Sight is Red Dot and stock is the AUG. I feel like we've done something similar to this in the past, and I remember it being relatively okay, but it's been a minute since I've done it, so we'll see just how this performs so far. Okay. Ooh. I got my 10,000 eliminations award just now. It would be kind of cool to have a stats page that showed like how many kills I had, how many headshot percentage, my favorite build, my favorite like combination of parts and that kind of thing. I would almost bet that my favorite build's probably my sniper rifle. This is a fairly solid build. If you were looking for like a good starter core, the G36C is just a really good one to begin with. I don't know what the cost of any of this stuff is because I don't have prices anymore since I own everything, but the G36 is just a good assault rifle core. This is a pretty good build. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. So this is from Justin Casey. Core is MP9, barrel is the Thompson, the mag is the Negev, the grip is the UMP40, stock is the Anvil, and sight is Red Dot. Give me 12 years. I'll have a magazine in here at some point. I'm actually going to die before I reload this because I think this guy's coming for me. Oh no, I just disappeared to him. This guy has the awareness of a T-Rex. If I don't move, he doesn't detect me. This went about how I thought it would. It is okay. Fast fire rate. Very little recoil, very flat firing. You might even be able to get away with like a longer scope on this one. Damage goes down to 8 at range, which kind of sucks, but the biggest downfall of this one is the anvil. I cannot justify using that thing ever because I like moving around fast. I like having speed on my side, and it's because honestly, most players cannot aim. I'm just going to be 100% honest. The players who are really good, who do have good aim, they're, you know, they're going to take me out, sure. But speed is, in my opinion, is way better than the whatever accuracy you get from that anvil. But I get it. The anvil also reduces spread. That's probably another reason why they're using it, is to reduce the spread of their weapon at range, because you can see it kind of goes everywhere. As you can see where I'm shooting, it just kind of it goes all over the place, right? It's like you are just literally spraying peeps. Not really my thing, I'll say that. Also, it reduces the reload down to 9.7. That's my personal take on this one. I'd much rather use it this way, but with the anvil, I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. It's just too slow for me. Okay, the next one is from The Bird Games Main. The core is the G36C. The barrel is the Ducky. The stock is the AUG. The mag is the 200 round. The Negev, and the sight is the EOTech. That's how I know you're a gun guy, by the way. You called it an EOTech and not a hollow sight. And I just left the grip the same. I wasn't given a grip, so let's give it a shot. Man, I am not on today, that is for sure. My aim is off. Who's in here? Where is she? I can't do any more of the quacking, but it's an okay build. I personally don't care for the hollow because of the visual recoil. It shakes a lot and it's kind of distracting to me. That's why I like the red dot so much. Pretty decent damage at range, you know, for the G36 or whatever. The barrel's kind of annoying. Personally, it's okay. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. The reload is brutal. This next build is from Rain Gamer 777. It is the water pipe barrel, the AKM core, the Negev magazine. The stock is the Chris Vector. The sight is the red dot, and the PPSH is the grip. I feel like this one is gonna be pretty decent. Good Lord have mercy. Jeez. You won't peek it. You won't peek it again. Get out of here. Okay, pretty solid build. I like the AK personally. It's one of my favorite cores, but I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. Little shaky on some of the recoil, but it works out once you get a few shots in. It kind of stabilizes a little bit. Reload is rough. Biggest problem with the Negev mag. Me personally, I don't mind the Negev mag, but I would put everything I could into reload speed if I made something with this, but I would also just end up using something that has a lot less of a reload time, but also has a good reload to ammo ratio. So that's just me. I know a lot of people don't really want to just reload constantly, and I don't either, but I also don't want to take almost 14 seconds to do it. So, okay, we have one here from Pause the Paw. Core is the Hell Trooper, the barrel is the Scar H, the grip is the Chief, the magazine is the Scar H, the stock is the Scar L, and the scope is any, although I like using the red dot, is what they said. Lots of Scar parts here. And we've seen the Hell Trooper core perform pretty well recently. I may even, because I like myself some Halo, so I may even at some point, I would like to try and make a build with the Chief core at some point. I've not seen any Chief, come on. I've not seen any builds with the Chief core recently, so I've not seen any builds with the Chief core. Honestly, I don't even know if people use it for anything. It might be kind of garbage, I don't know. But I'm going to try and make something with it at some point, I think. Got a few kills with this. It's actually pretty decent. The biggest issue with this gun, the mag size. I would say find something that can hold more than 20 rounds, because I know for me, I suck. So I'm definitely going to need more than 20 rounds. That is for sure. Otherwise, it's pretty good. There aren't any other real issues other than magazine size. So I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. This one is from @Toothpaste Real. They said here this is a turret build. So we aren't going to be moving anywhere, boys. 14.5 seconds of reloading. We have ourselves the Heket 2 barrel, the AUG sights, the Anvil stock, the Chief grip, the Fedorev automat core, the Negev mag, slow movement speed, and the rate of fire is only about 280 RPM, but you're dealing 27 to 30 damage per shot for up to a whole minute of sustained fire with next to no recoil with decently low spread. You are right. But I have proven time and time again, oh my, nah, dude. I've proven time and time again that speed and rate of fire are going to almost always outshoot damage. Doesn't mean I'm not going to get any kills. That is something that has been proven time and time and time again. I also want to say that in the time that this has been submitted, the game has been updated and things have been changed around a little bit in terms of some of the weapons. The spread, honestly for me, the sight's not my favorite. I think the spread is a little bit, it's not helping me right now. I might want to change this? I don't know. Okay, I can't do this. It's too slow, man. Sure, yeah, it's 37 damage a shot, which makes it a 4-shot gun, but dang, it's so slow, you just get outshot by everything else. Unless you get the first hit or so on a person, just that pow, 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 pow is so slow, man. This is getting like a 5, or I'm gonna go with a 4 out of 10. All right, so this one is the last build of the video. It is Patis 763. The core is the Hell Trooper 23. We've got a lot of that today. The barrel is the AS Val. The grip is the Heket 2. The stock is the MP5. The magazine is the Hell Trooper 23. And the sight is the Hell Trooper 23. Let's give this a shot. Oh, sweet, glorious movement. I can actually run around the map. I will say this. I've not really used the Hell Trooper sight all that much. I do like my red dot, so using this as a sight makes it pretty stable, actually. No, what? No, you kill me, you kill me. I come back up there and I kill you. I will come up there. I will end your suffering. I will end your little existence. I think some of the other Hell Trooper builds were a little bit better. This one kind of fights almost a little bit like an SMG somewhat. It's some of the other builds I think have done more damage maybe, but this is still pretty solid. It still does some decent damage. Okay, rate of fire, that kind of thing. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. I think this one's a little bit worse than some of the other ones I've used, but it's actually okay to use. With that being said, guys, this is the last build of the video, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more of Weird Gun Game, leave a like, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. I've been BubbaTV24, and I am signing out.